B-roll?
Yeah.
Hot the boy?
Hot the boy.
Hello my friends, this is Getty with Georgia Firing Line, and in today's video I want to show you a very effective way to practice your transitions on the indoor range. So this is a very simple way for you to set this up, and there's a multitude of different targets that you can use to accomplish this. The way that I like to do it is I take a cardboard target or a paper target and I draw 3x5 index cards shaped squares on it. If you really want to focus on just the transition itself, the way that you can accomplish this is you have the gun at low ready or even aimed on target, and as soon as you start firing, the goal is to put one in every box. But if you wanted to stretch yourself a little bit, well, now you can do 2 per target, maybe even 3 per target. But what you're looking for is what's telling you to transition. Is it the rhythm or is it what you're seeing? So again, the way that we're going to practice this, and Alex and I are both going to shoot this, is we're going to have the gun at either low ready or aimed all the way in. We'll demonstrate both. And as soon as we start shooting, the goal is to put one in every box. So when I see the dot lift, I'm going to go ahead. If it's a good shot, because I'm shot calling, I'm going to go ahead and get into the next target. I'm prepped on the trigger. When the dot enters the box, I'm going to send, and we're going to continue again. So the biggest thing that you need to avoid in doing this is allowing the dot to fully settle. If the dot's rising and then falling, and it becomes that perfect, clear, crisp image that we want, then you're wasting too much time. If the goal is one shot, fire one and get moving if the shot is good. If you're firing 2, then when the second shot rises, if the shot is good, then you're going to move on. So through the wonders of video, we're going to show you what you're going to expect to see by using
a sophisticated heat beam, which we called a laser.
So on the screen right there, you're going to have the target that we're going to shoot at briefly. But first, we're going to use the laser to demonstrate what your dot is going to be showing you. So the laser on target represents what you see inside the glass. So if I have the gun aimed in and it's sighted on the first target and I'm ready to go, when the gun fires and I see the dot lift, when I see the dot lift, I see it lift from the center. That tells me the bullet went exactly where the dot lifted from. So that's my cue to go ahead and start transitioning. So this comes up, I bring it over. As it settles up, I bring it over, boom. So that's 1, 2, 3. If we're doing doubles, it'll look something like this. As the dots end, I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm not shooting based on any rhythm or cadence or anything like that. I'm sheerly shooting based on what I see. And one quick note. If you guys really enjoy the shooting content, if you found that this made your shooting better, please leave a comment down below. Let us know how we help you. And we got to say thank you to our wonderful partners. So these range streams are partnered with the Complete Combatant, HK, Holosun, and Locked In Grip. Thank you to everybody. Now on with the show. Locked In Grip is an alcohol-based chalk for the shooting sports. It's going to keep the hands nice and dry. And for those of you who practice defensive skills, what this is going to do for you is this is going to mimic how your dry hands react to the gun. For those of us who care about performance, this is going to maximize our traction on the gun and give us a lot of feedback. Use chalk. It's better for you. So eyes and ears are on. We're going to go ahead and get the gun chalked up, ready to go. So I'm going to be shooting the top row. We're going to do 1 round first per box. We'll talk about it, and then we'll do the 2 rounds per box, and then Alex will get his chance to shoot as well. So up first, let's load and make ready with this new HK VP9 match. Spoiler alert, it shoots very well. So first, I'm going to show you the easiest way to get into this. I'm going to have the gun fully extended, prepped on target, and it's going to be ready to fire. When I start shooting, I'm going to immediately transition if my shot calling reads clean. So I extend the gun, trigger's prepped. My dot enters the box, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, those are 3 good hits, and I'm happy with the results. So what I saw is I saw the dot lift from the center. I immediately started swinging it over for 2 and then 3. I did not allow the dot to settle. And you could probably hear it in the rhythm or in the cadence. I mean, 1, 2, 3. It was predictable, it was controllable, and I could have done that a lot faster, but I'm sheerly locked into what my vision is doing right now. So now to make an example, let me show you the difference if I let the dot settle each time. So there it is. Three shots, 3 hits, took a lot more effort on my part because now I'm controlling recoil for no reason at all. The guns were turning, the dots were turning back in the center, I'm letting it dwell, and then I kick it over. So if we look at it like a drawing on a picture, It's gonna look like up, down, and then over, up, down, and then over, up, down. It really should look more like a heartbeat or like an audio wave signal. So it's gonna be up and immediately kicks down. So up, over, up, over, up, over for the single shot. Now when we do doubles, I'm gonna fire 2 rounds in every box, and on the second shot, I'm gonna start the transition as soon as I need to. Cool. So one thing I like to notice on this is that if you shut the video off and you just listen to it, it almost sounds like 6 rounds on one target because I've already got the program built in. I know when to move, and the only thing releasing me is my vision. So the last example that I'm gonna make is for the more advanced shooter. So this one is gonna incorporate the draw and then 2 rounds on each. So now I have to manage the dot during the draw stroke, under recoil, and during a transition. We're accomplishing all of this within 6 rounds. And if you want to make this fun, push yourself. So now I'm going to be using a shot timer just to measure how we do on this exercise. So that's a 283. We're looking at a 130 draw, a 31 split, 32, 29, 32, 29. So on that run, I wasn't fully present for one of the shots. We can see that on the first target, there was one in between the first and second. I may have kicked the gun over a little too soon, but the rest of them are clean. So there's one correction here I need to make, and I need to see more, I need to pay more attention. We're gonna see if we can beat that. Cool. 279. Better score though. 126 draw, 33, 32, 30, 31, 27. And for those of you curious, I'm doing this at 7 yards. You can shoot this at whatever distance your skill requires. So I was able to clean that one up a whole lot more, and I'm still shooting carefully because the targets are pretty small at this distance. And what I'm having fun with on this is I'm able to see the dot rise and fall, and when the dot's moving, it's turning into a streak that I can track all the more better.
All the more better.
All the more better. So now we have Alex, and he's gonna be shooting the same transitional exercise. So he's gonna start with putting 1 round in each square from full extension. So what are you shooting today?
Glock 45, custom done up here in shop. I got the Radian Ramjet and Afterburner and an aim point Acro.
Cool. Go ahead and face target and load and make ready. Okay, so build the grips the way you want them. You're gonna look at the first target, go ahead and present, get the dot nice and squared where you want it to go inside of the first target. So what's gonna happen is as soon as the gun goes off, you're gonna see the dot lift, go ahead and begin the transitions, and you're gonna put 1 round in each square. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Stand by. Good. We have a hit in each square. So tell me what you saw.
It was a little bit less McDonald's arch, a little bit more up and kind of diagonal a little bit.
More like a heartbeat?
It streaked across versus coming down and sliding over. I caught myself on that last one because I noticed I went up, and as it was coming down, that's when I caught it and came over. So it was more like a reverse, or almost like a C shape.
So that tells us a little something about his grip, and that tells us a little bit about his posture and how he's controlling the gun. So don't worry about trying to fight the gun as much, let the gun float. So your grips and your posture are doing the job. So on the next one, you're gonna go ahead and draw the gun, build your grips on it. You're gonna do 1 round in each box again, but this time I want you to go from compression to extension. Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Up. That sounded better. How'd it feel?
It felt better. First shot came up quick too. I noticed I threw the second shot low right a little bit. I was kind of over pulling it, I guess. And then the third one, I think I overcompensated for that and went low.
Only slightly. I mean, to me, everything looks fine. You're still in, so as long as they're in the target zone, it's good enough. Next, we're gonna do 2 shots.
Okay.
So compression to extension, 2 in each box. Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Up. Very good.
I felt a lot better.
Homie's been putting the work in. So what did you see now that we're adding a second shot?
Honestly, nothing. Just send a second round.
Recoil management. That's the whole thing. Come see us for training. We'll hook you up.
Yeah, we do the things here.
So now we're going to do the more advanced version. So Alex is now going to draw and fire 2 on each of the bottom squares. Are you ready?
I am.
Stand by.
Threw one low right, but...
Which one? Which one was it?
Second shot on the first square.
And he knows that because he's shot calling. Thank you, drive through. So that was a 421, 186 draw, 40, 55, 46, 48, 46. So one note about the times on this. If you give yourself a larger target or bring the target closer, obviously we're gonna see those times dip down quite substantially. Doing this to 7 yards is a challenge, but it's also a bit of a struggle for accuracy for some shooters because now you're held responsible for keeping the sport hand dialed in, prepping the trigger, and managing the gun to the best of your ability. This is a fun exercise. I recommend you try it. And for the record, you can do this here at GFL as long as your transitional targets are not touching the walls. That's all we care about. And if you have any questions about training, or if you'd like to get involved with us in any capacity, you can check us out in our links down below in the description. If you're watching this on the other social media, they're down there too. My name is Getty. This is Alex. Be safe.